Wait. My doggy is barking.
Hello. Hi, ma'am. Actually, we
Hi.
are live now.
All right, great.
A very good
Let's go
morning to
ahead.
you and to all
Good
the dear
morning.
viewers. And welcome back to our GETI Live Talk session as a part of hashtag Disruptive Education Movement. Well, this GETI Live Talk Forum is an initiative by Global Education and Training Institute, as you all know, and under Dr. Sunita Gandhi, with a vision to transform education by sharing ideas for change. And we at GETI, we are committed to teachers' training and professional development. Well, so far we have conducted more than 1,200 sessions on this platform, and for this, a big thanks to all of you for being a part of this series and long way to go. Wherein this platform is where we invite education leaders from around the globe to deliberate and discuss. So today we have with us our special guest, Dr. Latha Murthy, who has been with us for a long time. She is the founder chairman at Empowered Minds Edu Solutions LLP in Bangalore, and is into this education sector from almost 38 years, and has been a principal as a trainer. She has taken care of the administration. She's into the curriculum development, and her expertise is in collaborative leadership, strategic planning, empowering educators, and developing their educational skills. And Dr. Lata Murthy is just going ahead with her mantra, that is to be positive, to be progressive, and absolutely right, that to be the change that you want to see in the world. That's what she believes in. And I believe in too. I am with you totally. A very warm welcome
Thank
to you,
you.
ma'am, on this forum of Getty today.
Uh,
And she will be talking on why the chaos in running the institutions. So, without much ado, I would request ma'am to please take over.
Thank you so much, Prerna. I'm privileged and honored, and it was a good introduction that you spoke about. And I should say that yes, definitely being positive, we can bring in a change in our society as well as education. I really believe in that. And that's the mantra that I have been using, and that leads to my success. So I would want to express that, the most important thing as educators, we need to remember that we cannot but learn to manage chaos and embrace complexity if our organizations have to prosper and indeed survive. For since 2020 March, we have been undergoing a lot of chaos and a lot of changes in our education system. I think we agree with each other, and we went prepared so well for all this, which was brought in due to the pandemic. Even now, today, most of our education institutions are not prepared properly to give the correct guidance and the correct solution to our coming up generation, our future generation. Those are our students. So, how do we manage this disaster? An institution should definitely have to know the basic needs and necessities of controlling any type of calamities which arises. How well are we prepared? Are we all prepared? Did we know that this type of pandemic would come in, and we have to start using technology side by side, or you have to use technology totally to conduct your classes, to conduct online classes, and online training programs. There were so many things. We had to change ourselves from most of the schools. Use chalk and book method till date. So that has to be converted into had to be converted into using technology, and what all they used. We use mobiles, we use laptops, we use tablets, we use desktops, and so many other gadgets which helped us go online. Correct. But educational institutions, there are lakhs and lakhs of educational institutions in India. I'm talking about India. These educational institutions, did not know which gadget to use, what type of LMS platform to be taken, and what type of training to be given to the teachers to handle the classes successfully. Till date, I understand that even in the interiors, I did a survey, and in the interiors, like, maybe class two tier cities and class three tier cities, or rural areas, they even don't know how to use, technology using their mobile phones also. They're not completely aware of what are the things to be used. At some places, uh, WhatsApp also is a little difficult because of the data usage. How are we going to bring this changes in our disruptive education system? We have to give a thought to that, isn't it? So it becomes very difficult for any human being to understand and to withstand this chaos. Many institutions, as I mentioned, were unaware of technology, as they mostly wanted to cut short in their expenses and continue the same old journey in educating the students without even thinking the future and to keep the students future ready. How are we going to keep them future ready? What is the next 5 years to come? How are we going to be in the next 5 years? That would, now we are in 2021, 2026, or 2027. How are we going to be? What would be the world looking like? Or you take it as 2030. What would be the world looking like at that point of time? Has anyone realized about it? There might be a lot of minds working on it, but we have to go together with whatever the world is going to look like going ahead. We have to keep ourselves updated. Now, the whole picture is as such that we have to be open to learning. So, whose roles and responsibilities is it, or in bringing up our future generation, that is our next generation? Whose responsibility is it? Parents, educators, educational institutions, and the society too, isn't it? I believe that it is the responsibility of an organized institute or a school or a college to ensure to provide proper system and educate to ensure that our children are given the vision on how the future is going to be and focus for the betterment. Chaos everywhere. There are so many things which is happening. So many. Whatever is going on. Schools are not doing well. There are so many institutions, which don't have admissions. There are so many dropouts from the educational institutions. Correct? Not only in the preschool segment, even in the primary, middle, and high school. There are thousands and thousands of students who have not yet joined back schools, even when the schools have started, opening up. Parents are not ready to send their children to the schools or colleges. So why is all this happening? Because of the fear. There is a fear in all of us which has set in. What is that fear? Now, chaos everywhere. Why? We have to think about it. Because we are not prepared, nor we are properly organized. We have to organize ourselves and come up to a certain level and understand that this is the need of the hour and this is the necessity how we are going to take this forward. That is very important for all of us as educators, and we have to remember this very well. I know you all know about it, but this is just a reminder again. Are we as educators not able to handle situations which leads to disruptive education? Are we open-minded to learn and unlearn? Are we really? These certain things which is necessary in life, as we have to take the risk and responsibilities to build a student's life to the most beautiful future. So we have to follow this. Everywhere it has become business, business, business. Now what we must do is we must get along with the latest updates and consider technology, principles of innovations, globalizations, and forces of entrepreneurialism into our consideration. And there are some new schools which have had a lot of issues during this time, during this pandemic, and also they had a lot of concerns. But there were older schools which were, many years old, like 50, 60 years old schools, and more than that as well, and century old school. And there have been educational institutions which have been branded very well in the society, and they have done good. They have all done good. Even the new schools have done good. But due to the pandemic, yes, everybody has got disruptiveness in their, taking the education institutions ahead. But we have to ensure that we get trained ourselves as educators, as leaders, as managers. We have to ensure that we undergo a certain kind of training so that we stand to whatever is expected at this hour. The need of the hour has to be kept in mind. That's very important. So there is a lot to discuss on this issue. However, for our students of our next generation, we must be a mentor. We have to inspire them by being a role model. Understand what they want. Coach them accordingly to what they want to learn. And do remember that we need to unlearn as well. Inculcate life skills, values, respect, and ethics so that they stand up in the society with courage and honor. Show them what is the future going to be like. They themselves, nowadays they are very smart and they can understand what the future is going to be like. Robotics, artificial intelligence, IoT, machine learning, everything inculcated in their academics, that is the future. Yes, of course, coding has become a part of education now. Yes, that is the future. Our next generation has a central role to play in the success of the open education movement as creators and powerful advocates for the change. And long-term goals, if they keep in mind, the leaders are going to shape the educational system of the future. So we have to train our future generation as such, or the next generation, or you call it as the immediate generation. They're all our students. Now, to achieve success, definitely, my dear students, you need critical thinking, adaptability, excellent communication skills, and cultural understanding, which all can be achieved through by giving an exposure to different aspects in learning of life. You know, who has the major role to play here? Our parents. Parents are the major pillars to give such exposure and opportunity to their own children. And their children will definitely achieve success in life to what and to the expectation to whatever they want to do in life, not become in life. They are going to do something great in life. Never ever ask your children that what do you want to become in life. Ask them what they want to do in life. That will give them a very good boost. Please think it over and come out from a closed window to make your world happy and happier by thinking out of the box. Each and every one of us in the society, we have to remember, don't keep focused only in one angle. We have to think out of the box and ensure that how are we going to bring in a change? How are we going to achieve success? How are we going to achieve success, and how are we going to ensure that our children get success? So all these are very important, facts of life that one has to remember. Are we ready to bring in a change and face the change? One must understand this and think about it and take it further. I think this much of talk is enough by me today. I wish you all the best, and I wish all the best to the society. Have a broader aspect and broader prospect for ourselves. Let us take it further positively. Positiveness is very important, and through positiveness, we can achieve whatever you want in life. Wish you all the best. And Prerna, thank you so much. I thank Sunita Gandhi also for this opportunity given to me. And any questions from your end, please ask me. I'm there to answer. Any questions? Prerna?
Well, thank you so much, ma'am. I am just facing a little network issue here. Maybe that's why.
No problem.
Like, so I think you rightly said about the chaos, how to manage in this 21st century. There's, it is characterized by increased complexity everywhere and competition, cutthroat competition, or if we talk about any such thing that we have observed in last few months and since 2020. I think above all, it's always about managing things, how we manage well. There were issues faced by the education sector. There were no admissions, there were no students, how to run the school, and so many other things, I believe. So, change is the only thing that is constant. We need to understand and we have to be ready for it. We have to be flexible enough and open to learning. As you said about,
Correct.
are we ready to learn, unlearn, and relearn? Are we really open to this? Are we open to change? That's the most important thing, I think. We can definitely manage things, and the organizations can manage things accordingly if they go, well balanced. And we need to be ready. This, I think, this disruption to education due to this COVID-19, and this has affected the learning amidst this disorder. I think still people have, they have found ways to continue the process. And as I said, every challenge comes with an opportunity to learn, to grow. People have done, they have learned. School leaders, the teachers, they adopted the technology, they started taking classes. uh, they have done. And the key is that seeing the order within the disorder,
Yeah,
how we can
true.
find out ways to manage things is very important. How the school leaders are managing, leading and responding to the crisis immediately. And we have seen education sector has utilized the learning technologies, resources, and other efforts, so that classes should go on, continue.
Yeah, true.
And
Very true.
right, with the right mindset, I believe it is easy to manage,
It is
anything.
easy to, yes.
And we need to
But
be
yeah,
prepared,
correct,
and
correct.
planning is important.
Planning is very important. Now, what has happened is that, see, there are very, like I spoke about tier two, tier three cities or rural
Right.
villages and all those places. There are schools there, but there is nobody to guide them, nobody to support them. Correct. And
True.
when they are open,
Nobody.
yeah,
Right. Right.
they are open to learning. But as in our big cities, what we are doing is we are keeping to ourselves. Our educational institutions, big educational institutions, they are keeping to themselves. They don't share, they don't discuss, they don't help the other institutions out. That's why I keep thinking, as educators we have to reach the end, the the other schools also, where they need help from us. We have to be guiding
Right.
them.
Absolutely.
And when we
Right. I
ourselves in
yes, this is
cities,
the time when we need to help each other. Right.
yes, so that is not happening. When is that oneness going to come in our educators? When is that oneness coming in our schools and the school fraternity, the college fraternity and all? When are we going to get together? Everybody is there just to pull each other's leg. Correct. So we are looking only into our
Right.
success. Let us look into the success of the others, other people also. Then only you see, one India. They say yes. In India, everybody, if we are one together, we can, come up very well in our education system.
True.
That's what I feel.
Absolutely right. Very rightly said, ma'am. We need this mindset to be changed, to come up and help others, to share what
Yes,
you know.
yes, yes.
It can benefit people outside who are not
Correct.
able to cope with the situation, or they are not able to go ahead, or they are stuck. I mean, this is the
Yes,
time when we can help people. And very
exactly.
beautifully explained, ma'am. I think
Mhm.
we all need to understand this. This is a very
Yes, true.
small thing that we maybe we take it the same way, but I think it's very deep and important for all of us to make sure that we all are good human beings first, and
Yes, yes.
anything after that.
Correct,
So,
correct. So
so I think
our
it
future
was a
generation,
wonderful session, ma'am.
our next generation coming up, they will understand. Yes, you are all our next generation
Yes.
yourself, right? So you people and
If we will start
your
from here
coming up
on,
generation.
I think
Sorry, yeah.
yes, yes.
So you
If
all
we will
have to,
start from here on,
yes,
because
it has to be. Yes, you have to start this initiative, and you people have to ensure that it's taken forward in a positive way. And there's a lot of learning to this. When you are helping each other out at that point of
right,
time, you will learn a lot. Correct. And you have to be given that exposure.
true,
So that exposure has to be brought in from the home, starting from home, because the parents have to ensure my child
right,
has to be given this exposure. The parents have to be thinking out of the box, and they have to be futuristic, and they have to be our pillars, strong foundation. They are the strong foundation for our future generation. So they have to
right.
ensure that they come up, give ideas to our children, and our children take that ahead. Not what you have to be. We
Absolutely,
cannot impose that
absolutely.
you have to be an engineer, you have to be a doctor, you have to do this, you have to do that. Not commanding on them. Give them freedom of thought. Give them
Not commanding
freedom
on them.
to inspire. Give them freedom to become something, or do something in life. That is very important. So I think short, though it was short, it was brief. The message would have been given to the
Very
society
effective.
present.
Very effective.
So
Doesn't
let us,
matter whether
yes,
it was short or not, but it was very effective, to the point. And I'm sure the viewers out there I mean, they have something to take away from this. I mean, not something, but a lot more, much to take
No.
away from this session.
Yes, yes.
And I would request all the viewers to share this as much as you can, so that it reaches to maximum people. And as you said, your mantra, I will repeat that change begins from within, from us. You know, if you want to see the change, you
Yes.
need to be the change first, and then
Correct.
go ahead.
Correct.
So it
Yes.
sums up
Let us all
everything.
be the change and take this ahead.
Right.
Thank you so much, Sunita Gandhi. Thank you so much, Getty, for this opportunity. I wish
Thank you,
everybody the
ma'am,
best.
for being a part today.
Welcome. Thank you so
Thanks a
much,
lot.
Prerna.
Thank you for joining in
Leela.
again, and thank you, everyone. Yeah. Take care, ma'am. Thanks a lot.